Hello and welcome to the Big Arsenal discussion. I'm your host Giles, and joining me today is regular Amanda. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello. And also Robbie. How you doing, mate?
Good to be here, man.
Good man. Good man. Now you guys go every week or every other week when we're at home. I go most weeks. I want to talk about the atmosphere within the ground at home.
What atmosphere?
Exactly. Exactly. And who is the onus on in terms of getting that atmosphere?
Club.
The club.
Stewards.
Right.
Won't let you stand up, won't let you sing, won't let you do anything.
So you think it's because of that, solely because, or mainly because of that, there's no atmosphere in those two ends, like the clock end and the North Bank. That's the reason why we don't get the atmosphere again, because those are the two ends that you expect to start get the chants going, and then the other parts of the ground, the east and the west, sort of pick up from that, don't they?
Well,
but you're saying it's mainly because of the stewards and the fact that you have to sit down there.
The fact that as
You-
well, that the fact that there's too much corporate, the tickets are far too expensive for the kids and the I don't want to say working class, but the locals
yeah.
that would bring some atmosphere to it. People born around Islington and Hackney. I mean, I'm not born around there. I'm 25 minutes from there, but Robbie knows, and you know, away games are phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about the best away game I've been to this season has to be Tottenham in the Carling Cup. I mean, I was only in row one with you. So behind it was just amazing. Yes, of course, it will always be amazing because it's Tottenham away. You'll have that. But the other day, I think against Southampton, I heard one song. I honestly heard one. You could hear a pin drop. The players have to give us something, obviously, but we have to lift the players as well. It works both ways, I feel, in contention with each other. The club couldn't care less. As long as they get your money, they couldn't care less, and they're getting the money. The way it's designed, it's quite far away from the pitch as well. I was listening to a podcast today about Highbury, and I used to sit in the East Stand Upper at Highbury, something like row 8. You know, I virtually felt like I could touch the pitch, even though I was... And people used to say Highbury Library, but if they think that was Highbury Library, they should come to the Emirates, because it's really... It's quiet, it's dull, there's no... We've had some brilliant nights there, but you can pinpoint probably 5 out of the last 10 years.
You can talk... obviously, the design, the way the ground is designed, there's no specific end, like there are in the old days. There's no specific terraces and whatnot. So I understand that. But also, Robbie, you stand on the bank, don't you? Do you think it's mostly the stewarding of the policing of that section?
Not policing.
Excuses, man. For me,
Yeah.
excuses.
Yeah. Explain yourself. Explain
listen,
why.
Well, where I am, all the fans stand in block 6 around there. All the fans stand up. The stewards don't really give you any hassle. I have been in other parts of the ground where stewards do tell you to sit down every minute, so I accept that. But there's many problems that are causing the poor atmosphere at the Emirates. There needs to be some sort of singing section at the Emirates, a designated section, as I've said this before, where you say to all the people at the end of the season, you have that section, say the North Bank, and say maybe a section of a clock end, right? And singing section only needs to be about, say 500 people.
Yeah.
Those 500 people singing all at the same time will get everybody else going. And you say to everybody, you say, right, you know what, if you're going to be in this section, it's going to be noisy, it's going to be raucous, it's going to be flags. So if you don't like that kind of thing,
Move on out.
move to another seat over there. But we're creating space in this part for that, and maybe even do a thing where some of that can be accessed on the day by people and that. But all this blaming foreign fans, it's not. We've got to take responsibility for it. And also, I agree with you that the club also has to get involved in this now. The club have got an amazing corporate section, right? You know, I went in here one time before and it is brilliant. It is amazing. I see the appeal of it for like older fans who want to go with their families or go with their friends and that.
And the money, yeah.
But they can't just think about the corporate. They got to think about the ordinary fans that are down there that love the atmosphere, right? Do something, create a singing section, make an effort to do that, because the atmosphere in there can be turned. There's nothing wrong with the design of the stadium.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it. I've been abroad, right, to other grounds. They got similar design. The other day we went to Olympiacos, right? They're further away from the pitch than us, right? But you know what? They've got a couple of sections where
There's one major
they're designated sections where those fans in there, you even see some fans, they stood up there, they didn't even watch the game.
Yeah.
They're looking at the crowd and they're like, come on.
That's what
sing.
they do at Palace.
But we need a bit of that. That's what they've done at Crystal Palace.
That's
Sorry, Amanda, just before you come in. At Crystal Palace, it's one section in the corner there of that ground.
It's great when you go there.
Where that's a designated singing section. They're
that
always
guy doesn't even watch the game, does he?
They're always bouncing. They've got guys there who do the same sort of ultra style like they do in Europe, and they get everybody going. Why can't we do that?
We can do that, but the club. Part of my point is the club won't do that.
I tell you a story I heard. Right. Sorry to cut in, Amanda. Do you remember we were talking to Raymond, the Red Action?
Yeah.
And we asked him why don't we have somebody with a tannoy, a loudspeaker, getting the crowd going? And he goes, there was one.
There was a woman there who used to come. Raymond said there's a woman who used to come with a drum and she used to beat the drum and try to get people going.
Do my head in
and
drum.
People gave her so much grief, right, that she decided not even to come back to Arsenal again. They were like, shut up with that bloody drum.
So is it all about the club? It's all about the stewards.
All right, not necessarily saying drums, but
you know.
Let me tell you what we need.
Hold on.
Let me tell you what we need. We're not allowed flags. That is a major thing that would bring such great atmosphere. Look at other grounds, like you said, Olympic Isle, that have flags. You're right. Designate the area in the clock end, in the North Bank, right? If you don't want to sit there, you go and sit somewhere else. Designate it, make it like an away, okay? Like the away. When we're away, I don't stop singing. Where I sit, I'll be the only one singing. Designate it. Get the club. Club couldn't give two hoots. Their corporate is much more important to them than that singing section, okay? I think you're absolutely right. Designate it, make it, and it lifts the team as well. You know, I actually tweeted before we even left, I want to get out before the booing starts because you just knew what was going to happen on Tuesday night.
You know the thing, Amanda, right? The thing that really can never understand with the club. Now, as we said, they put this great effort into the corporate side of things, which is, as I said, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's doing the money country, actually.
But surely somebody at the club must look at it sometimes and say to themselves, you know what, if we could get this place, look at it. If we had this place rocking like Dortmund, it's going to make the team play better.
Can I just say something?
We're going to win more things.
Robbie, the difference is we're fans, they're not. Okay? They're running a business. They couldn't care less. If their business starts to fail, okay, which it's not, then they'll look at it. What do they need to look at? Every game is sold out. Every seat isn't taken, but every game is sold out, right? Until fans do something, protest, whatever they're going to do, nothing's going to change. I looked across where I sit, right? I sit virtually opposite the diamond section. Every seat was... Do you know how much money it costs to sit in the diamond section?
But one
other
thing I'd add, Amanda, is right, we blame, yes, the club, corporates, this, that. They need to take their responsibility, the club need. However, individual fans as well, right, need to take their responsibility too, because I see people sometimes trying to get songs going, trying to start, and fans turning around to them and, shut up.
Really?
Yeah.
Sit down. And things like that. I've seen that with my own eyes, right? There's a lot of fans there that if they sung as much as they moaned, right, about various things inside the ground, right, we'd have the best atmosphere in the whole of Europe.
Yeah, I know.
Right? But they'll be standing there moaning, there's nobody singing. Well, why don't you sing then?
Why is it
why don't
so
you
different,
get it going?
Rob? Why is it so different at away games? I've been to loads.
Because
I've never been to an away game where A, I've never sat down, I've always stood. B, I don't stop singing.
You know the incredible thing, Amanda, is funny. The other day I was chatting to some Liverpool fans, these guys who do Robbie and TV, and it's funny because we were doing this transfer deadline day thing, and they were talking amongst themselves about Liverpool and the COP and how quiet it is, and how the Liverpool's so quiet. And it's every single thing we've just said. They said about
and
Liverpool,
probably Chelsea say that as well.
And if you speak to Chelsea fans, and they'll say. And it's a problem at the moment with football
I agree.
in this country. And the only clubs, there's a few clubs that seem to have solved it by putting in designated sections. Palace, I think Watford's. Yeah. I've got and you notice when you go to those grounds, they're the loudest ones.
Also, when Crystal Palace come out, their song is phenomenal, right? Even I was singing it.
Yeah, well, we ain't even got a song to come out.
They come out, it's bouncing the ground.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
When you go to you go to Europe and that, all these they have some anthem that they come out to.
And also,
what's our anthem? A clock, boom.
I'll go the guy at our half time, the guy that comes out and introduces,
Nigel Mitchell.
He's brilliant. Why doesn't he do this a few minutes before? He's a good guy. He's got a bit of personality. I'll do it if they give me the mic. And just whip the crowd up a little
They'll
bit.
probably take a shut up as well.
Oh, can you imagine?
Right,
And that would bother me, wouldn't it?
So give us your thoughts and reactions to the crowd atmosphere in the ground. Give us your thoughts in the comments in the box below. Tell us what you think we could do or the club could do to get it going. It's been a big Arsenal discussion. Thanks for watching.
Daniel got hit.